Hello, Scorpio. The mood has kind of changed a little bit. Do. All right, we're gonna do your proofread for February, right? The first half. How you been? How have you been? You know, I resonate with your energy a lot. Look, Venus and Scorpio, and I'm a Libra. Okay. I definitely do. Okay, let's see what's going on with Scorpios now. Cool, nice and clean. Nice and clean. Okay, you're walking away from some stuff. You're leaving some things behind. You know, it could even be some situations that are kind of like creating some obstacles, some adversity for you. You know, something that you probably like relied on at some point or something that you believed in. You know, you may have lost belief in that thing. You know, something has lost its value or something has lost like its, you know, luminescence for you, right? It's like less than ideal for you. You could like take it or leave it, but you would rather leave it, you know, whatever that is. This is also sexual, like those of you who are like single, okay? It's like maybe you're no longer satisfied, maybe you're no longer sexually satisfied, right? Or maybe this was providing you with something, with one thing that you were willing to overlook another thing. Now you're not willing to overlook that one thing anymore. You know, it's kind of like all inclusive now. It's all encompassing. It's an amalgamation of things here with this Eight of Cups energy. And it's saying like you're going to go against the flow, or you're going to go against the current, against the grain. You know, you are finding your way, you're finding your way slowly away from this thing that probably had you attached to it. It could have been the death of something. It could have been the loss of something. It could have been something that you weren't willing to admit to yourself that you were afraid of not having, but then you realized that it was pointless to like hold on to it. You know what I mean? Because it was really out of fear, right? It's like you had to have the courage to walk away from something, or the courage to stand up and walk away, or to give up on something. It could be that too, right? Because sometimes you have to have the courage to give up, right? Which is interesting. And that's actually the hard part. Three of Pentacles and the Lord, which is like your energy as well. The Eight of Cups is tying your energy because you're the 8th house, and it's 8, and it's water, it's cups, right? And it also was talk about endings because it's Pisces, right? Pisces talks about endings, and so does Saturn. You know, the Three of Pentacles is here, and it's talking about working very hard to bring about change, you know. It's striving to achieve something, you know, because it's like, it's based on your survival. You know, you're trying to keep something alive. That's what that was, trying to keep something alive, right? Working. You could be getting ready to change jobs. The Three of Pentacles is also like your aggression, the appetite that you have to win and to succeed. You know? competing with time. Or it could be like aggression that you have towards the past, and that's what makes you work so hard now. But it's now time for you to stop relying on the emotional aggression to drive you. And it's like the healing needs to drive you now. To walking away from the emotional aggression. Stop relying on that as grounds to stand on. Start healing and use that healing. Let that energy flow as you move on. You know, clear yourself of these past regrets. Don't regret what you didn't have, what you thought you had, what you held on to. Don't resent anything. You know, no need to resent it. The memories are still there. It still is what it was. It just can't be anything more for you. You know, or they just can't be anything more for you. Or they couldn't have been. Or it couldn't have been. Right? Or that thing that you felt like would have been like the ideal wasn't necessarily ideal at all. Because there are weak points in everything. Right? And the Eight of Cups talks about your weak points too. Here we have the Lord, which is the Emperor. And the Emperor is talking about, you know, self-assertion, determination. You're going to do something else. Out of principle and a need for yourself. You're going to do something out of a principle and need for yourself, you know? You have something to prove. I feel like you are definitely about to come up with some way to do something. Also, I need you to remember, because the Lord is like the Emperor. And the Emperor is nothing by himself. The Emperor always has an empire to rule over. So, if the empire crumbles, the Emperor crumbles with it. You know? So, survival, determination, you know? Encouragement, right? Pushing through, feeling capable, no matter what happens, right? No matter what. All right, Scorpio. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment on the video. Follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot. My personal account is NYC Kendrick. And if you would like to get a personal reading, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. I think that's it for you. Don't fear admitting when a relationship you have with something is no longer a part of your narrative anymore. You know? You may not have the same feelings towards something that you once did, that you were willing to put in the work for. And now it's saying you have to think independently, you have to be independently, you have to assert some part of yourself that is going to determine who you are in this moment, that differentiates you from the person that you once were, or what it is that you once did. You know, and this is not being afraid to own it. Right? If there's disappointment, own it. You know? But once you acknowledge it, let it go. Right? Anger, fear, acknowledge it, let it go. Don't live in fear, don't live in anger. You know? That's what this card is saying. Don't live in fear, don't live in anger. Right? Don't let it be so easy for people to try you. You know? Walk away from the fights. If there's something that's getting too out of hand, or there's something emotional that is just kind of like, if you're starting to feel it, walk away. Keep your cool. All right, bye.